Hello friends, good evening and namaskar. मैं प्रेरणा महेश्वरी from Medisetu welcomes you all. Our previous session with Dr. Seenam Jain regarding how couples should manage pregnancy, prenatal yoga and birthing was highly appreciated, and I heartily thank you all for such a great response. अब जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि मंडे से सब कुछ स्टार्ट होने वाला है, सब अपने अपने रूटीन में व्यस्त हो जाएंगे ड्यू टू अनलॉक 1.0. सो जाहिर सी बात है, इसके लिए हमें पूरी तैयारी करनी पड़ेगी एंड ये तैयारी करने के लिए मेडिसेटू आपके लिए एक फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट का सेशन लाया है इस बार. कहते हैं शास्त्रों में लिखा है कि पहला सुख निरोगी काया, दूसरा है जेब में माया. सो इसी के साथ so that's why we are here today with the topic Believe Me, I Am Fit, Break the Myth with Dr. So as we see more people are joining in right now, we bit some technical problem here in right now. So I would just like to fastly complete and short introduction about Dr. Aarti Vatyani. She has done her master's in physiotherapist in sports science. She was previously associated with CB Patel Health Club, Surat, and has conducted research studies in fields and sports science. She has diversely worked as a physio in sporting events such as Khel Mahakumbh, Gujarat State, and sporting events at VNSG universities in Surat. She has also been awarded as an upcoming physio by Biking Queens. Currently, she is working as a consultant in various sports academics and wellness centers. Now, I welcome Dr. Lee. This Medisetu platform brings experts from various health and wellness background here. So, I hand over this platform to Dr. Aarti to begin the topic. Over to you, Dr. Aarti.
First of all, thank you so much, Prerna, for such a wonderful welcome. And I am very much glad to be a part of this platform. I thank you and the Medisetu platform for having me today and sharing light on this very important topic that is prevalent in our society. So to begin with, I would just want to check if everything is live, it's going on correctly. Am I audible?
Sorry, your visuals are not clear. They're taking a little bit. Can you just adjust your screen? Yeah.
Okay. Is it fine?
Yeah. Now you are visible.
All right. So thank you so much, Medisetu app and Prerna, for having me today on this platform for sharing light on this one of my favorite topics, that is Believe Me, I'm Fit. But actually, this is the question that we should ask each, like we own self should ask ourselves, that are we really fit when it comes to fitness? So I would want the audience to answer.
Sorry, doctor, to interrupt you. Can you adjust your screen a bit more?
Okay. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Fine. So, starting with the topic, I would really want each one of us to ask, like, are we really fit and we consider ourselves to be fit? And if yes, then what are the things that you guys are doing for remaining fit? So if audience can answer in the comment section below, like, what are the activities you guys are doing and what are things you are engaging in your daily living in order to make sure that you are fit? So if Prerna, you could answer, what are the activities you are doing on the notion of just public on what are you doing in order to stay fit?
Yes. In the routine activities, that is मतलब daily, अभी जैसे कोविड में घर पे ही रहते थे, तो बेसिकली घर का काम एक फिटनेस एक्टिविटी में आ जाता है. मॉर्निंग में थोड़ी एक्सरसाइज एंड मे बी अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ वॉकिंग, दैट कम्स इन आवर एक्सरसाइज रूटीन. एंड समटाइम्स नॉट रेगुलरली बट समटाइम्स कभी कभी वीडियोस देख के एक्सरसाइज या मे बी समटाइम्स जुम्बा वी डू, बट इट इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअसली.
Okay. So that's what partly you said, right? a lot of us
Uh,
feel that
Doctor, your voice is breaking a little bit. Can you just take out the earphones and use laptop speaker? I think that would make a
sure.
more audible voice.
Am I audible, Prerna? Am I audible, Prerna?
Yeah, you're audible, but can you volume it up? Volume it up. You are a little less audible. Either you can bring your screen near you, or you can increase the volume of your laptop.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
So yeah, so as you rightly said that a lot of us engage in our daily activities and in our daily chores, and then we think that we are fit. Actually, that's what we usually all of us do. That we move from one place to another, be it the kitchen work that we do, be it the mopping work that we do, or the sweeping, everything, right? So as you said, partly correct that for you to be being like physically fit, you do all such physical activity in order to maintain your fitness. But
Right.
if we see, there are two different terms that come into the picture. One is the physical activity and one is physical fitness. अब ये जो दो terms है, being physical active and being physical fit is altogether two different terms. So let's see कि क्या difference है when we talk about being physical fit and physically active. तो जब हम physical activity के बारे में बात करते हैं, physical activity is something that each and every one of us do when we are at home. So say if we are at home today, we might be moving from one room to another. We might be doing some kitchen work. We might be say doing some mopping work or sweeping work, anything. So इसमें क्या, जैसे हमारी बॉडी की कोई भी मूवमेंट आती है, and when our body is into the motion, that's when we call ourselves as physically active, right? Now when we talk about physical fitness, there is a term called exercise. Now what is exercise? अगर हम layman language में बोले तो exercise is a planned structured routine which is intentional with certain kind of movements that help you to stay fit, right? Now when you compare physical activity and physical fitness, it is altogether different. Physical fitness is structured exercises that you do daily, but it is not structural that you will be doing same things over and over again in physical activity. It can be different each and every day. So there comes the first myth that is there. A lot of times we say कि हम physically active हैं और हम that's the reason we are physically fit. No, that is a false notion that comes into the picture. Prerna, could you please open up the screen sharing?
Yeah, sure.
So that's where comes the first notion. I've seen a lot of clients when they come to me and they tell me, a lot of female clients they come, and the first thing that I ask them, what are the things that you do to remain physically fit or physically active? So the common answer to this question comes is हम daily का काम कर लेते हैं, घर पे झाड़ू पोछा हो जाता है. That is the most thing and the exercises that we do to remain physically fit, right? जो daily का काम हो जाता है वही exercise हो जाती है. That is the answer that usually a lot of us give, right?
Right.
So if we see in the screen that is shown, the physical activity that we do is basically the movement that our body does through various physical movements in our day-to-day activities. So that is called physical activity. Now there is a difference that we parted between physical fitness and physical activity. Physical fitness is a combination of various exercises that targets to specific physical fitness parameters to improve your overall health. So that is the basic difference between the physical activity and physical fitness. Now let's move to the first and the most common myth that is prevalent in the most of our common people these days is that, can you switch on the next? So the first common myth is doing household chores is equal to doing exercises to get physically fit. So it's a big time misconception and the big time myth that is present. If you are doing household chores, you're just moving your body. You're not targeting your physical fitness parameters. So say if you are, even if though your body might be flexible while doing any kind of sweeping or mopping activities, there are other certain parameters in the physical fitness parameters that are not being accomplished. So in
Right.
the whole way,
Like
you can
doctor means हम घर के जो भी काम करते हैं
yes,
that is equal to doing exercise to get physically fit. ये एक myth है, मतलब एक मिथ्या है.
correct, correct.
Right.
So that is a big time myth that is prevalent because
Can we go a little bit in Hindi so that our users can
Sure.
more relate to? Yeah.
sure. So that is a big time myth जो कि है हम लोग डेली का काम करते हैं वो हम फिजिकल खुद को एक्टिव करने के लिए करते हैं ना कि फिजिकल फिटनेस करने के लिए करते हैं. तो अगर फिजिकली फिट रहना है तो वी शुड इनकॉर्पोरेट टेलर मेड fitness protocols and fitness workouts based on your current fitness levels. तो आपकी जो current fitness levels हैं उसके बेस पे हर एक person का customized workout plan होता है that you should follow in order to improve your fitness standards. So that is where the first myth comes into the picture, that if you're doing the daily chores, you are not actually getting fit. It's just the way that you're moving yourself and being more physically active. So coming to the second myth that is there, Prerna, can you move to the second? Yeah. So second, the most common myth is that being physical fit is expensive. It requires special equipments, shoes, diet plans, and it requires you to pay good amount of money into your gym. ऐसा हम लोग काफी बार सोचते हैं, स्पेशली द टुडेज जनरेशन, दैट इफ आई वांट टू बी फिजिकली फिट तो मुझे बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा in terms of I should get good shoes, I should get good diet plans, and I have to pay in a good amount of membership in the gym. But this is big time myth that is present. The only expense that you need to put for being physically fit is your own time. आपको आपका खुद का टाइम निकाल के आपके फिटनेस के लिए काम करना है. If you really want to work, you can even work out at home. You can even spend time and work on your fitness parameters. It is not necessary that you go to the gym. Gym is just a place where you get good motivation and you get a good environment for yourself to boost up, to work out. But if you are dedicated enough, the only expense that you need is your own time. So it's a big time myth that being fit is actually very expensive. It is not. It is actually a very good way to keep yourself more motivated and more encouraged about fitness.
Right.
Moving towards the third myth that is very much prevalent is that if we talk about the boys, I think a lot of people can relate to Sonu Sood saying that he is fit if he has six-pack abs and bulky muscles. And girls always prefer and dream to have this zero-size figure body, right? Like a lot of boys and girls have this dream of achieving six-pack abs and bulky muscles and zero-size figures. But if we see, is it actually the good way? No. So even if you have six-pack abs and bulky muscles, it is just that the outer part of your muscles is getting good shape. But it is equally very important to see if your inner muscles and your inner systems are equally more strengthened, right? So just having size figure and bulky muscles is not the way that you call yourself fit. There are other parameters like your cardiovascular endurance, your muscle strength, your muscle strength, your flexibility, your body composition, all needs to be in the optimal level for you to be called as physically fit. Right? It's a big time notion that zero size figure and a lean body is fit. No, it is not. Next. The fourth most important and the most common misunderstanding that people have is that I am fit if my BMI ranges between 18.5 to 24.9. तो अगर हम देखें तो ये स्टैंडर्ड BMI की कैटेगरी दी है अकॉर्डिंग टू द WHO. इट्स गिवन दैट आपके हाइट और वेट के अकॉर्डिंग अगर आपका जो BMI कैटेगरी आता है, इफ इट इज इन द रेंज बिटवीन 18.5 to 24.9, you are actually into the normal category. But there are two things that comes into this picture in the body composition if we talk about, that is the fat mass and the muscle mass. तो आपकी जो बॉडी है बेसिकली दो मास से बनी है, that is the fat mass and the lean muscle mass. Lean muscle mass is basically the muscle mass and the good mass that you have, right? तो अगर आपका जो वेट है, even if your weight is under this category, that is into this BMI range of blue color, it may happen that the majority of the weight is because of the fat mass and not because of the muscle mass. ऐसा भी हो सकता है, भले आपका वेट स्केल बता रहा हो कि आपका वेट इज परफेक्टली फाइन, but it can happen that you have a lot of fat mass and the muscle mass. So in that way, you are actually not fit. You are gaining more of fat into your body, which is not a good fat, which may in future may lead to any detrimental effects. So it is a false notion that is most and widely prevalent in our society, that my BMI is in between this range, so I am healthy and fit. No, you need to check your muscle mass and you need to check your fat mass levels also, and you need to make sure that they are on the optimal levels. Next. Coming to the fifth notion that is there is spot reduction. So I would just want to share one of my incidents with my clients when I was working in a gym. A lot of males or females को ऐसा होता है कि we have good amount of belly. So I do not want to cut my weight from my other parts of my body, but I want to focus on my belly fat to reduce. And hence they come with the expectation कि आप मुझे ज़्यादातर जो exercises हैं वो stomach reduction के लिए exercises बताओ. In terms of, if I talk about in terms of males, and in terms of females, if I talk about, it is mostly that they come with an expectation to reduce their buttock fat or reduce their thigh fat, because that is what happens according to the normal physiology of males and females. But talking in the most wiseful way, the spot reduction is a big time myth. Like ऐसा कोई particularly आप टारगेट नहीं कर सकते हैं कि मेरे को इसी पार्ट से वेट अपना इसी पार्ट से अपना फैट रिड्यूस करना है या इसी पार्ट से नहीं. दिस इज नॉट अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ अ मैन. जो ये पैरामीटर्स हैं जहां से आपका वेट लॉस होता है, it depends on various factors like your genetics, your current metabolism and your body structure. So it is not under your control कि आपको कहाँ से फैट लॉस करना है, राइट. सो काफी बार ऐसे नोटिंग आते हैं कि अगर मुझे बेली फैट रिड्यूस करना है तो आई गोइंग फॉर मोर ऑफ कलअप्स एक्सरसाइजेस या सिटअप्स करूंगा टू रिड्यूस माय बेली फैट. एंड काफी सारे फीमेल्स दे गोइंग फॉर मोर ऑफ स्क्वाटिंग एक्सरसाइजेस एंड लेग एक्सरसाइजेस टू रिड्यूस देयर लोअर लिम्ब फैट. बट दिस इज एक्चुअली अ बिग टाइम फॉल्स नोशन दैट the fat reduction happens only from specific targeted areas of your body. No. So the whole fat loss happens from the entire body. From person to person it differs from which part it is lost first and from which part it is lost second and third. So that is a big time notion that is wrongly prevalent. Next. Coming to the sixth notion that is there is it is especially prevalent in girls, that fasting or eating no food reduces my weight. A lot of us think that हमसे exercise नहीं होती है तो we can just go in for starving or we can just go in for fasting for 1 or 2 days and that is how I can reduce my weight. But that is a very wrong practice that is prevalent. Fasting, partially it is right, but the right kind of fasting should be done if I talk in terms of intermittent fasting, or if I talk in any kind of 1 meal fasting or 2 meal fasting. So you need to take meals along with doing exercises, but if you're doing fasting or if you're doing any kind of diet plans, it needs to be under some professional or professional nutritionist or a dietitian, because simply starving will decrease your metabolism and it will increase more of stress in your body, and it can create the vice versa effect. It will not reduce your weight, it will actually increase your weight. So this thing needs to be kept in a check, that fasting and the diet plans needs to be customized according to your body. It shouldn't be kept very random. It shouldn't be practiced unknowingly by yourself. And it there shouldn't be a notion that you should fast and not eat any kind of food. Next. Okay, so this is also one of my favorite myths that is so much prevalent, and it is the maximum that I get to hear is from the females, that they hear that हमको जब भी हम जिम करते हैं तो females they are very much hesitant of not picking up weight training as their major training parameter, right? तो ऐसा फीमेल्स में होता है कि वी डू नॉट वांट बल्की बॉडीज एंड वी डू नॉट वांट आवर मसल मास टू इंक्रीज, तो हम वेट्स नहीं उठाएंगे. But if you see that the major target of weight training is not about building up the muscles and gaining up the huge bulky mass in your body, it actually depends upon what kind of training you are doing. तो अगर हम ट्रेनिंग पैरामीटर्स के बारे में बात करें, स्ट्रेंथ, मस्कुलर स्ट्रेंथ इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट फिटनेस पैरामीटर, राइट? सो इफ यू वांट टू improve that fitness parameter, you need to do weight training. Now, weight training can be categorized into different types depending upon the client goal. So, for example, अगर किसी female का target है कि I want to work upon building my strength, so what you can do is you can take medium kind of weights, like moderate weight, but you can keep the repetitions high, right? And if the goal of the female is to develop bulky muscles, then what you need to do is increase the weight and reduce the repetitions. So according to the client's goal and the female's goal, things can be changed, but it is a big time notion कि weight training से आपका muscle और muscle bulk बढ़ता है. It is very wrong. Females have different testosterone levels also, जिसकी वजह से ये muscle mass जो है उनमें इतना easily नहीं बढ़ता है. But you need to focus on this notion कि आपके goals के according you need to customize your workout plans. So this is a very much important parameter, that strength training needs to be a part of your workout regime. It shouldn't be considered otherwise. Next. Okay, so the 8th myth that is there is exercise is more important than food to lose weight. So I think a lot of my audience would believe on this, considering that we live in Surat and people here are food lovers. So they think कि खाना जितना भी हम खा ले, we'll work out, we'll hit the gym extra and burn out those calories and not control the food part of it. But if I say,
Right.
no matter how much exercise you do, there is no amount of exercise will be able to cater to the bad food that you're eating, right? So it is very much important कि आप जितना आप burnout calorie intake करें, उतना आप calorie outtake भी करें, right? So if we talk about diet plans, so diet consider, like if you're aiming for having a weight loss, diet actually constitutes of having 60 to 70% of your weight loss plans, and 30 to 40% is your exercise plan. So both things need to be balanced in order to get better results, right? It is equally important जितना आप अपनी body को exercise के through externally train कर रहे हैं, आपकी inner health should also be very equally good if you're talking about the inner and the outer health. So these things need to be balanced. The exercise and the diet plans need to go hand in hand to get better results when it comes to your inner health and the outer health that constitutes the entire fitness. Next. Okay. The 9th notion says that longer you work out, the better results you get. I mean, I've seen a lot of my male friends and also a lot of my clients. They think that हम लोग 2-3 घंटा जिम में एक्स्ट्रा वर्कआउट करेंगे तो हमारी बॉडी और ज़्यादा अच्छे बेटर वे में बनेगी. But if you see the time that you're hitting on a gym, the recovery of that particular muscle and the recovery of that particular system also needs good amount of time. So just hitting the gym on the basis of achieving good results is a very wrong practice to do. it will actually fatigue the muscle more, and it will actually create it will not give a recovery time for your systems. So it might have detrimental effect, and the advantage of it is not actually seen if the researchers say so. So even if you are working out just for 30 minutes, but if your workout targets on all the fitness parameters that are important for your body according to your fitness levels, 30 minutes is more than enough for you to work out. So you need to be very much accurate about your workout plans. And again, I focus on this very important parameter. Workout plan is not common for all. ये जो वर्कआउट प्लान है, इट शुड बी टेलर मेड, इट शुड बी कस्टमाइज अकॉर्डिंग टू योर फिटनेस लेवल्स. अगर जैसे मैंने ये देखा है कि काफ़ी बार हम लोग वीडियोस जो होते हैं ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल होते हैं यूट्यूब पे या तो ऑन डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स, वी ब्लाइंडली follow them and do it, and this might land up in various injuries, and it might land up into various poor postures and poor fitness to your body. So it is very important that your customer
Aarti, can we go a little bit in Hindi?
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So again, that's what I said कि आपके जो वर्कआउट प्लान्स हैं वो आपकी बॉडी और फिटनेस लेवल्स के अकॉर्डिंग कस्टमाइज होने चाहिए. यू शुडंट फॉलो रैंडम प्लान्स जो कि हम लोग वीडियोस पे देखते हैं, यूट्यूब वीडियोस पे देखते हैं, या तो फिर we see it on any Facebook or social media platform. It is a very wrong practice to do so.
Right.
Next. Okay. So last myth coming for the day is I will gain weight if I stop going to gym and start working out. And working out. So ऐसा हम लोग बहुत बार सोचते हैं जिम ज्वाइन करने से पहले, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने ऐसे बहुत बार सुना भी होता है लोगों से आगे पीछे कि अगर आप एक बार जिम ज्वाइन करते हो देन इट बिकम्स अ लाइफ टाइम थिंग कि आपको हमेशा जिम जाना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अगर आप एक बार जिम छोड़ रहे हो तो आपका जो करंट वेट है उससे आपका वेट डबल हो जाएगा. So this is a very common notion that you will be able to hear from a lot of people around. The thing is कि आप जिम जा रहे हो, जिम इज जस्ट अ मोटिवेशन प्लेस फॉर यू वेयर यू आर बर्निंग योर कैलोरीज, राइट. तो जब आप जिम छोड़ रहे हो, व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि आपकी जो हैबिट है, जितना आप कैलोरी जिम में बर्न कर रहे थे, अभी आप घर पे उतना बर्न नहीं कर रहे हो. आपकी फिजिकल एक्टिविटी जो है वो काफी रिड्यूस हो चुकी है, एंड उसके अलावा भी आपकी जो ईटिंग हैबिट्स हैं वो भी चेंज हो जाती है जब आप घर पे रहते हो, राइट. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि जो आपकी बॉडी है within 2 weeks of leaving the gym वो पूरा detraining मोड में चला जाता है आपका बॉडी. तो आपने जितना भी फैट या मसल के ऊपर काम किया है, that reverses and detrains the entire systems and comes back to your original body. And that's the reason slowly and gradually जब आपकी बॉडी वो कैलोरीज जो आप इंटेक कर रहे हैं through your poor eating habits आप बर्न आउट नहीं कर रहे हैं, that's the reason you are putting up weight, because the calorie intake and the outtake is not balanced. So that is where the notion comes कि आपका जो weight है वो double हो जाता है once you stop leaving the gym and stop working out. Otherwise, gym is just a place for you to get motivated. But even if you're working out at home for say 3-4 months and then suddenly you stop working out at home, naturally it will happen that you increase your weight and you gain up more weight. So it's a false notion that stop going to the gym and stop working out, it'll just boost up your weight gain. The only main criteria and the only main takeaway that needs to be there is you need to have a maintenance plan, जो कि आप जब जिम छोड़ रहे हो और जब आप घर पे आप आपका वर्कआउट कंटिन्यू कर रहे हो, तो आपका वो मेंटेनेंस होना चाहिए थ्रू आउट द टाइम बीइंग कि आप आपके कैलोरी इनटेक और आउटटेक कैसे बैलेंस कर रहे हैं. दैट इज द की हियर.
Yeah.
So that are the 10 myths that are prevalent, and the most common myth that I think shouldn't be encouraged more, because if these practices are encouraged more, जितनी ज़्यादा notions हमें अंदर prevalent होंगी, our beliefs towards our training and our outlook towards our fitness also will change. And इस रीज़न की वजह से मैंने ऐसा देखा है कि काफ़ी बार लोग जो हैं वो इतने ज़्यादा बहुत ज़्यादा हाईली पेड डाइट प्लान्स लेते हैं, दे टेक हाईली पेड मेंबरशिप प्लान्स इन द जिम, बट स्टिल उनकी फिटनेस लेवल्स उतनी एक्यूरेट नहीं होती है एंड उतनी ऑप्टिमल भी नहीं होती है जितनी होनी चाहिए. This is because of the lack of awareness of what is the like right way to train yourself and train your body in the right parameter with the right fitness parameters and in the right direction. So here I end up with the 10 myths that say about the common notions that are prevalent in our society today. And these are the things that needs to be kept in mind before you are training with any person, any fitness trainer, or with any physiotherapist or any professional. So this is just the basic knowledge that the people should have in mind and they should keep in mind before targeting their fitness and like enhancing their fitness parameters. So
Yeah.
if I
So
audience
Aarti, we
yes.
understood much. मतलब हमने बहुत सारे myths के बारे में समझा. So अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं to focus on remaining fit?
So as I said प्रेरणा कि जैसे 5 major components होते हैं fitness के that you should target for you to call actually fit. तो ये क्या 5 fitness parameters हैं? I'll just tell you. The first important fitness parameter is the cardiovascular endurance. अब cardiovascular endurance अगर मैं layman language में बोलूँ तो क्या होता है कि आप जब continuously आप कोई activity कर रहे हो जहाँ पे आपकी heart rate जो है वो एकदम maximum level पे जाती है और आपको वो थकावट feel नहीं होती है. You do not feel a lot of fatigue, right? So that is when you are challenging your cardiovascular endurance more, and that is where you are enhancing one of the fitness parameters. तो ऐसा आपने देखा होगा कि काफी बार ऐसा होता है कि हम कोई थोड़ा सा डिस्टेंस चल लेता है ड्यूरिंग द वॉकिंग और रनिंग एंड यू फील एक्सर्टेड, यू स्टार्ट स्वेटिंग, आपका बीपी हाई हो जाता है, आपकी हार्ट रेट बहुत ज्यादा हाई हो जाती है एंड यू आर नॉट एबल एंड यू फील अ लॉट ऑफ फटीग एंड टायर्डनेस. So that is because your cardiovascular endurance is very poor, right? So even if the person is having very good amount of muscles and very good amount of bulky body, but agar wo sufficient if his cardiovascular system is not sufficient enough कि वो optimal level पे नहीं है तो it you are not like you do not fall under the category of being called fit. Your cardiovascular endurance needs to be at optimal levels. So this is the first parameter. Now talking about the second parameter, that is the muscular strength. So muscular strength is basically जो हम जितने भी muscles हैं हमारी body में, they all need to be strengthened because सारे muscles का combination जो होता है that gives a good movement and it helps you to stay fit, right? So when we talk about physical strength, when we talk about the muscular strength, your muscles need to have good amount of strength. तो जो हमने पहले नोशन डिस्कस किया था कि वेट ट्रेनिंग इज अ बिग टाइम मिथ, बट इफ यू डू नॉट टेक वेट, if you are not challenging your muscles, if you're not resisting them, if you're not giving them external weights, how can you expect them to be strengthened? So अगर हम strength training देते हैं अपने muscles को in any form, be it your own be it your own body weight, be it the external weights that you're using, or be it any kind of technique like the machine weights that you're doing, you need to do the strength training in order to challenge your muscle more and to strengthen more. So जो strength training होती है, पहले हम repetition maximum is a thing, 1 RM 10 RM check करते हैं for you to work on your strength training. Now talking about the third parameter, that is the muscular endurance. Muscular endurance, if I talk about in a common language, is कोई भी एक्टिविटी आप कितने लंबे टाइम तक कर सकते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द मस्कुलर एंड्योरेंस. सो से अगर हमको अभी ग्रोसरीज के लिए, शॉपिंग के लिए लाइन में खड़ा रहना पड़ता है, तो 2 या 3 घंटे तक आप कितना कंटिन्यूएशन में आप खड़े रह पाते हैं, दैट इज योर मस्कुलर एंड्योरेंस. हाउ मच योर मसल्स कैन एंड्योर एनी काइंड ऑफ challenge in the external environment. So if we talk about the muscular endurance in terms of the repetitions that we do, तो जैसे होता है कि repetitions अगर आप आपकी वर्कआउट में बढ़ा रहे हो, So that helps your body to endure more and more. It challenges your muscles more and more to do any kind of activity for a longer duration of time, right? So that is muscular endurance. Now coming to the fourth parameter, that is the flexibility. फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इज बेसिकली कि आप कोई भी मूवमेंट है, आप आपके मसल्स को कितना लेंथ पोजीशन में स्ट्रेच करके इतना ईज के साथ आप कर रहे हो विदाउट योर मसल स्टीयरिंग. सो दैट इज द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. तो अगर आपकी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी अच्छी नहीं है एंड इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर मोर एंड मोर वेट ट्रेनिंग एंड इफ यू गोइंग फॉर मोर एंड मोर चैलेंजिंग एक्सरसाइजेस, इट मे रिजल्ट कि आपका जो मसल है वो टेयर हो जाएगा, बिकॉज आपकी मसल की उतनी लेंथ नहीं है, आपकी मसल की उतनी इलास्टिसिटी नहीं है. तो इट मे लैंड अप इन इंजरी. So it is the first and the most basic parameter that you need to do before your workout and after your workout is stretch. Stretching, it increases your muscle flexibility and it also helps in recovery of the muscle post your workout. So this is the fourth and the most important parameter. The fifth parameter and the last parameter is the body composition. तो जैसे हमने बात की body composition in terms of, if I correlate, we talked about BMI, having BMI between 18.5 to 24.9. So BMI is the thing where like the body composition is a thing that includes your muscle mass, like the fat muscle mass and the lean muscle mass. Lean muscle mass is the weight of your muscles, right? So you need to keep a check कि आपका जो फैट है वो आपकी बॉडी में कम है एंड आपका जो मसल मास है वो आपकी बॉडी में ज्यादा है. सो दैट इज वेयर इवन इफ योर वेट इज शोइंग इनटू द हायर कैटेगरी, अगर आपका BMI 24.9 से भी ज्यादा आ रहा है, देन इट इज ओके, देयर इज नथिंग टू वरी कंसिडरिंग दैट योर मसल मास इज मोर कंपेयर टू योर फैट मास. अगर मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दूं, इफ यू माइट हैव सीन दैट अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रेनर्स in the gym, they have such huge bodies and they have huge muscles, right? तो उनका अगर आप BMI चेक करोगे तो उनका BMI हमेशा उनके हाइट और वेट से ज्यादा ही आता है. But do we call that the trainer is physically unfit? No, we do not say that. Even though they are having more weight, but the weight that they are having, if the weight is more of the muscle mass and not of the fat mass, then he is actually fit, considering the other fitness parameters are in the optimal level. So you need to focus on your physical, your fat mass and your muscle mass, and also your WHR. WHR is the waist to hip ratio. It needs to be under the optimal level. So if all these 5 parameters are fulfilled and they are on the optimal level, then you can say, believe me, I'm fit. So that's the whole conclusion to my topic, that if these 5 parameters, if you fit into these 5 parameters under your optimal, according to your weight, height and age, you can definitely call yourself fit. So yeah, that is the thing that can help you maintain about your fitness levels.
Yeah, so we got a lot of things from that, but much more to come. So now many of our viewers have questions and doubts with them. So can we go with question and answer session now?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah. So just a minute. Huh? Yeah. So these days what we see online, that various videos are coming up, you know,
Correct.
cropping up and nudging us to do this type of exercise and that type of exercise, but all of them cannot be done, and moreover if we start doing that, that can be dangerous for us.
Very true.
So what all things can we keep in mind before starting any sort of exercise from any random videos that is online on social media platform?
Prerna, I would really, appreciate you for coming up with this question. I mean, I would appreciate the audience also for coming up with this question. Especially in this quarantine time, a lot of us might have practiced this thing कि जहाँ पे हम लोगों ने कोई भी एक fitness blogger या तो कोई भी social media platform से we have taken any kind of course circuits and we have just started doing it. but it is actually very wrong. अगर आपका fitness level उतना नहीं है, and if you are forcing your body into challenging yourself with intermediate level and the advanced level, then you can land up in more dangerous injuries. So if you ask me personally, under my experience, I wouldn't recommend people to just randomly start with any kind of any kind of fitness on the YouTube channel or based on the social media platforms. First and the foremost thing आप जो कर सकते हैं is आपकी current fitness level क्या है, उस चीज़ को आप assess करिए. उसके बाद gradually you can progress by challenging your body more and more, depending upon the fitness parameters you are lagging. So that is the best thing one can do.
Okay, right. तो सेकंड क्वेश्चन हमारा व्यूअर से आ रहा है, डज इंटरमीडिएट फास्टिंग हैव एनी इफेक्ट्स ऑन हेल्थ?
Intermittent fasting, as I said, कि fasting is not really a bad thing to do. Intermittent fasting आप कैसे कर रहे हैं, किस टाइम पे कर रहे हैं, and कितने ड्यूरेशन के लिए कर रहे हैं, that is very much important, right? तो अगर आप intermittent fasting कर रहे हैं, especially if you see this concept of intermittent fasting is very much prevalent in keto diet, if the people are following. So intermittent fasting is not a bad thing, but it needs to be done under a professional, right, who has right knowledge about fasting, who has right knowledge about eating food, कि आपको intermittent fasting करने से पहले किस तरीके का खाना है, and then how can you end it, and what is the window period that should be kept. So I wouldn't encourage people to go in for any kind of fasting based on the knowledge available on the Google or on any kind of websites. You should definitely focus if intermittent fasting is actually meant for you, and why do you need to do intermittent fasting, and in which way to do. That is very much important.
Second question comes from Himanshu Arora. Does drinking habits impact your fitness regime?
Definitely. Very good question, Himanshu. Drinking habits definitely challenges. It does create an effect on your fitness levels as well. How do we say is basically जैसे आप alcohol consume कर रहे हैं, you are stressing your body more, right? So if you are taking the alcohol, I wouldn't say that stop drinking or stop consuming alcohol, but then the quantity and the duration of it should be kept under the optimal level. राइट, बिकॉज अगर आप अल्कोहल कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं, अंदर से आपके जो सिस्टम्स हैं, योर हार्ट रेट, योर ब्लड प्रेशर, योर मेटाबॉलिज्म आर गेटिंग अफेक्टेड इफ इट इज कंज्यूम्ड ऑन अ वेरी रेगुलर लेवल्स. So it will indirectly affect your muscle mass as well, and the process of burning the fat as well. So you should definitely keep a check on your alcohol or your drinking consumption. It should be very frequent. If I suggest, if it should be hardly 2 or 3 times in 10 or 15 days, and the quantity needs to be optimized.
Right. So shall we move to the next question?
Sure.
Yeah. Ashu Kandhari is asking, what types of physical activities do you recommend for kids who are always in front of TV or mobile and eating occasionally?
Okay. So, very good question. I mean, kids are the best people who got the vacation for a very good time in this quarantine. So, जो भी बच्चे हैं, especially if they are moving, if they are just hanged into your TV screens and all these things, you can definitely be more creative when it comes to physical activities. आप जैसे drills होते हैं, काफी सारे drills होते हैं. You can simply use your water bottles, create a distance, and then you can engage themselves into more dynamic activities. जैसे side jumps हो गए, front and back jumps हो गए. You can engage them in these activities, or you can tell them to do 2 activities together, jump and clap together. So what happens is, इस टाइम पे आपका जो बच्चा रह ही रहा है, उसके साथ साथ it is challenging his abilities and mental concentration power also. It is a very good way. Other thing that I would really want to give as a tip is, not just kids, if I say, even adults are very much bedridden these days. Because of the quarantine, we are not moving out. A lot of us might be, sitting in front of Netflix screen or in front of TV screen. So,
Right.
you know, we can always do this fun activity. After every episode, the Netflix ends, we can just go and have 10 push-ups. So after every break that comes in the Netflix, you can just have like 10 or 15 minutes of spin around in the house. And if you are moving for any kind of dinner, or if you are just taking any kind of food, before you take in the food, just go and do 10 squats. It is very easy thing to do. It hardly takes, 5 or 10 minutes of your time. But just imagine the physical activity you are doing is actually helping you be more fit.
राइट सो बेसिकली बच्चों को मतलब अगर मैं थोड़ा सा समराइज करना चाहूँ तो बेसिकली बच्चों को थोड़ा सा जंप एंड बड़ों के लिए पुशअप्स, ये दो बेसिक एक्सरसाइज बहुत ही ज़्यादा हेल्प कर सकती है, राइट?
जंप्स एंड इसके साथ साथ बहुत सारी क्रिएटिव एक्टिविटीज हैं. यू कैन डेफिनेटली पिंग मी ऑन माय इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल dr.aarti Vatwani, and I can definitely help you out with your kid.
Yeah. So moving to the next question, Mukesh Agarwal, how diabetes patient can improve fitness level? What types of exercise do you suggest for them?
Okay, so a good question. Like if you're moving, like if this is where the fitness comes into the picture. तो अगर आपका diabetes है, first and the most foremost thing that you need to do is keep a check on your insulin levels. क्योंकि इंसुलिन लेवल्स जो हैं वो आपके वेट को और आपकी फिटनेस को काफी सारा अफेक्ट करेंगे. तो आपका जो मेडिकेशंस है, इट शुड बी कंटिन्यूअस एंड योर शुगर लेवल्स नीड टू बी अंडर द चेक. सेकेंड थिंग दैट यू कैन स्टार्ट इफ यू आर कम्प्लीटली सेडेंटरी, अगर आप अभी एट प्रेजेंट कोई भी मूवमेंट नहीं कर रहे हैं, या तो you're very inactive or say partially moderately active, gradually you can start with cardiovascular endurance. You can start with walking, you can start with running. So अगर आप walking करना चाहते हैं, I would recommend कि आप एटलीस्ट टारगेट करें कि 25 मिनट्स का आप वॉक करें, एंड वॉक इट इन अ स्पीड कि आप जो है वो आपकी ब्रीदिंग और आप बात दोनों साथ में कर पा रहे हैं. So these things at least should be kept in mind. Start with your cardio activities first, and once you are able to cater your cardiovascular endurance, and then you can focus on your other fitness parameters.
Right. So can we go a little bit in Hindi? मतलब viewers को हिंदी थोड़ा ज़्यादा feasible.
Okay, definitely.
रूही खान ने पूछा है how to reduce water blotting or water weight?
Sorry, how to reduce
water blotting or water weight in the body?
Okay, so water weight is again two different things. वाटर ब्लोटिंग कब होता है? जब आपकी ईटिंग हैबिट्स जो है वो प्रॉपर नहीं है. तो ऐसा काफी बार होता है कि आप जैसे ही मॉर्निंग में उठते हैं, यू फील अ लॉट ऑफ वाटरी थिंग इन योर बॉडी, जहाँ पे आप एक्चुअल में फील कर पाते हैं. दैट इज बिकॉज कि आपका जो डाइट है, डाइट इधर योर टाइम जो आप जिस टाइम पे आप डाइट ले रहे हैं एंड द फूड दैट यू आर टेकिंग इज नॉट प्रॉपर. सबसे पहले चीज जो आपको करनी चाहिए इज कीप अ चेक ऑन योर डाइट प्लान्स, व्हाट यू आर ईटिंग एंड व्हेन आर यू ईटिंग. So if this is prevalent for a very long time, अगर ये बहुत लंबे टाइम तक चलता है, तो it can definitely hamper मसल्स को, आपके कोर मसल स्ट्रेंथ को और आपके पूरे ओवरऑल मेटाबॉलिज्म को भी. तो सबसे पहले आई वुड रेकमेंड कि आप आपका डाइट जो है वो सही करें. एंड इसके बाद इफ यू वांट टू लूज इन योर वाटर वेट, तो आप जब एक्सरसाइजेस स्टार्ट करते हैं, आपका जब वर्कआउट स्टार्ट होता है, जब आपका बॉडी वेट कट डाउन करने लगता है, नेचुरली वो पहले जो होता है वाटर लॉस ज्यादा होता है हमारी बॉडी से. दैट्स अ रीजन वी ऑलवेज सी कि हमारी बॉडी में इंच लॉस होता है, एंड देन इट इज आफ्टर 2 to 3 months वी गेट टू सी कि हमारा वेट स्केल पे वेट लॉस होने लगता है. दैट इज वेयर द वाटर लॉस कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर. जैसे आप स्टार्ट करते हैं आपका फिटनेस रेजिम, ग्रेजुअली द वाटर लॉस स्टार्ट्स टू टेक प्लेस. बट इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि आपको आपकी बॉडी से वाटर लॉस करना है. हाइड्रेशन इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर्स दैट नीड्स टू बी देयर इन योर बॉडी.
Yeah, moving to the next question. Rachna is asking, when I wake up in the morning, I feel swelling in my fingers.
Okay.
So तो उसके रिलेटेड कुछ आप बता सकते हैं क्या? व्हाई इज शी गेटिंग लाइक दैट?
So, Rachna, there can be various reasons जिसकी वजह से swelling आ रहा है आपके fingers में. I mean, the pathology can be anything. It can be because of say rheumatoid arthritis की वजह से भी fingers में swelling आती है, या तो फिर इसके अलावा जब आपकी बॉडी का वैस्कुलर जो है वो इम्प्रॉपर या अप्रोप्रिएट वे में काम नहीं करता है, इसकी वजह से भी आपकी फिंगर्स में स्वेलिंग आ सकता है, या तो फिर अंदर से कोई मसल इंजरी है तो भी आपकी फिंगर्स में स्वेलिंग आ सकती है. तो आई वुड जस्ट रेकमेंड कि अगर ये स्वेलिंग जो है वो किस पैटर्न में जा रही है एंड कब आ रही है, कब जा रही है, एंड व्हाट आर द फैक्टर्स दैट आर अग्रेवेटिंग दिस स्वेलिंग, दिस नीड्स टू बी स्पेसिफिकली टारगेटेड, ताकि हमको पता चले कि ये मसल का ओरिजिन, मतलब मसल इज द मेन कॉज और इज इट द सिस्टमिक दैट इज द मेन कॉज. तो जैसे ही हमको डायग्नोसिस पता चल सकता है, देन वी कैन टारगेट इट कि हमको मेडिकेशंस के थ्रू इसको सॉल्व करना है, या तो फिर इट नीड्स टू बी केटर्ड थ्रू द physiotherapy or through any musculoskeletal part of it. So I would just recommend if you can consult any doctor for this reason to find out the appropriate diagnosis, and based on that we can move ahead with the treatment.
Acha. Rachna is further asking, how many calories intake in a day can we take?
So approximately talking about females, it is generally advised that 1800 to 2300 calories का अगर आप intake balance कर रहे हैं, that is the natural thing to do. But ऐसा you shouldn't keep a thing कि मैंने आज दिन में 1800 to 2300 calories ली तो मेरा weight maintain रहेगा, क्योंकि आपकी past में भी calories का इतना ज़्यादा intake है जो आपको burn करना है. So again, the calories and the workout intake needs to be balanced. But if I talk about the normal calories and the normal output of the calories, so 1800 से लेके 2300 तक the calorie intake should be there through your food. But if you talk about the burning of the calories, then according to your plan, you should maintain कि 1500 जितनी calories आपके body में रह रही है to for any kind of physical activities and any kind of work that you might be doing throughout your day.
Yeah, right. So I hope Rachna's question is rightly addressed and hope she gets the answer. Moving to the next question, Dr. Umesh Asambar is asking, which exercise are good for high blood pressure?
For high blood pressure, okay. So again, like if you are having high blood pressure, if you want to lose, like if you want to control your high blood pressure, I would definitely recommend you to work on your cardiovascular endurance. Initially, you can start with any of the cardio activities. With starting of the activities, I would recommend कि आप walking से start करें, because this is the most basic form of exercise जो कि आपको इतना ज़्यादा like loss भी नहीं देगा, and there are no more side effects on this part of it. So if you are starting with your walking, make sure कि आपका जो walking है वो एक proper protocol, like the walking protocol is formed. Walking protocol में आपको क्या चीज़ें focus करनी है? So before you are starting your walking, you need to measure your HR, जो कि है आपका heart rate, right? And heart rate जो आपका है currently, उससे जब आप वॉक कर रहे हैं फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम, यू शुड चैलेंज कि आपका एटलीस्ट हार्ट रेट जो है वो 15 to 20 जितना ज़्यादा हाई जा रहा है. कंसिडरिंग दैट यू आर अ ब्लड, लाइक यू आर अ बीपी पेशेंट, यू नीड टू चैलेंज इट बाय 15 or 20 हार्ट रेट्स मोर कंपेयर टू योर करंट हार्ट रेट, लाइक बिफोर वॉकिंग. So ऐसे gradually when you are challenging 15 to 30, and then once your body accommodates to it, जब आपको कोई symptoms नहीं आ रहे, and then you can challenge it more by say next 10 or 15 heart rates more. So that is the best way to reduce your blood pressure issues also, and to maintain your blood pressure. Other activity that I would advise is the yoga and the Surya Namaskar. It is the best exercise to be done for any kind of say diabetic and the BP patients, because it doesn't have a lot of side effects and it focuses on all the parts of your body, be it आपका strength हो, be it आपका breathing हो, be it आपका cardiovascular endurance हो, or your flexibility. ऑल द फिटनेस पैरामीटर्स जो हैं वो सब कुछ इस एक्सरसाइज में कवर होते हैं. सो इट इज अ वेरी गुड टू गो एक्सरसाइज आई कैन रिकमेंड फॉर दिस पेशेंट्स.
Yeah. So moving to the next question, Tisha Vatiani is asking, at night when I go to bed, I feel pain in my knees. What can be done for that?
Okay, so talking about feeling pain at knees, especially in females, we see कि पूरे दिन में बहुत ज़्यादा long term standing हो जाता है, which might cause joint pain, right? तो first of all, you need to find out कि अगर आपका long term standing है, जैसे 2 to 3 hours है, जो आप continuously खड़े रहते हैं, and when you're going to the bed, तो क्या है आपका जो load है knees पे से it reduces. So when the joint is really stressed, it naturally feels a little bit of pain in the joints. So the best thing that I could suggest is considering कि अगर patient की age है nearly 40 or 45, if she is approaching the menopause area, you should work on your calcium doses as well. And apart from that, you should definitely focus on your knee strengthening exercises. Knee strengthening exercises may you need to go in for more of your quadriceps strengthening, because this is the major lack or the major issue that I found in my experience in majority of the females कि जिनमें knee problems are very very prevalent and very very common, considering कि calcium levels भी काफी कम होते हैं and the strengths are majorly deteriorated. So just focus on these two parameters more.
Yeah. So I hope question has been addressed. Now moving towards next question, that is Mr. Vishwa Kumar.
Okay.
He is asking, nutrition supplements like protein powders or pill will harm body for body loss. So is that recommended, and how much it should be taken?
Again, this is a very false notion and the myth that is prevalent in the people कि आप जब supplements लेते हैं या तो फिर आप pills लेते हैं, it is poor for your weight loss. No, it is the wrong thing. I would again say कि अगर आप जब भी कोई supplement ले रहे हैं, तो कोई भी आप प्रोटीन सप्लीमेंट ले रहे हैं तो आपका वर्कआउट उस तरीके से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए कि अगर आप घर पे बैठे हैं, इफ़ यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी एंड इफ़ यू आर टेकिंग मोर ऑफ प्रोटीन सप्लीमेंट्स, तो डेफिनेटली आपका वेट लॉस नहीं होने वाला है. जब आपका वर्कआउट ज़्यादा है, जब आपका कैलोरी बर्न है और उसके साथ अगर आप प्रोटीन ले रहे हो, तो इट कैन गिव यू अ वेरी गुड रिजल्ट इन बिल्डिंग अप योर मसल मास. आपका मसल मास बहुत अच्छे से बिल्डअप हो सकता है if you are keeping the calorie intake and the calorie outtake in the balance. So that is the thing. And otherwise again I would say कि अगर आप जब भी ले रहे हो, do not take it randomly, because आजकल प्रोटीन सप्लीमेंट्स जो हैं बहुत सारे फेक भी अवेलेबल हैं मार्केट में, and there are a lot of pills that are available that can create the side effects if you're having any kind of say diseases that you're suffering from otherwise. So if it is the right thing to do, just consult a right professional and a nutritionist and get yourself checked in, and you can definitely start your training, like taking both supplements and your workouts together.
Right. So the next question which I'm going to ask is a very general question of all the parents. मतलब सभी माँ बाप ये पूछना चाहते हैं कि एट द टाइम ऑफ टेंडर एज, मतलब ग्रोइंग एज में बच्चे की जब हाइट बढ़ रही होती है, तो व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स कैन हेल्प टू इंक्रीज द हाइट ऑफ देयर चाइल्ड. व्हाट ऑल मे बी सप्लीमेंट्स और एक्सरसाइज कैन बी डन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट.
ओके, सो आई जस्ट सजेस्ट कि जैसे 10 लाइक फ्रॉम टेंडर एज, फ्रॉम से 4 or 5 years से लेके up till the 18 years of age, definitely your height can grow. Until and unless your puberty is not like increased, definitely this is the most growing age and you can work on. But क्या चीज़ें आप जो है वो फोकस में रख सकते हैं आपके बच्चे की हाइट बढ़ाने के लिए? फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग इज दैट मेक श्योर दैट योर चाइल्ड इज फिजिकली एक्टिव, बिकॉज until and unless जो बच्चा है उसका मेटाबॉलिज्म राइट नहीं है, तो आगे चल के ये जो ओबेसिटी के इश्यूज हैं एंड आगे चल के ये जो द जॉइंट इश्यूज हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेवेलेंट हो जाते हैं कि जॉइंट वीक रह जाते हैं, या तो फिर ओबेसिटी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है और वो आगे चल के डिक्रीज करना वुड बी अ बिग चैलेंज, राइट? तो हाइट बढ़ाना है, जो दैट इज बेसिकली द बेसिकली द joints that are mobile in your body, right? So the one thing that you can keep in your mind is the kind of activity that you need to make sure that they're doing is just allow them to play as much as if they can. Like the being for the first to be like them do is make them very physical active. Physical activity is the only key. Second thing that I would recommend them to do is just going for more of jumping activities. Jumping activities,
Right.
I wouldn't say कि आप simply jump कर रहे हो bed पे and doing these things. No, the jumping activities also needs to be catered according to the weight and also needs to be catered according to the weight and the age of the child, right? So second thing is कि cardio, and along with that आप जब jumping and endurance activities आप practice करवा रहे हो, it can give you very good results in increasing the height.
That was wonderful. So I think we have taken up many questions, but just one more question for this session.
Okay.
I just needed to ask that Pilates exercise is very prevalent these times right now.
Correct.
I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but what are the pros and cons for the same? मतलब वो करनी चाहिए, नहीं करनी चाहिए, क्या benefits है, क्या benefits नहीं है? सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत चल रहा है, तो उसके रिलेटेड थोड़ा सा नॉलेज एंड लाइट अगर आप दें तो हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए.
Okay, so Pilates is again a form of exercise. I would say it is एक वो है modified version है योगा का, जो कि 5 principles के अंदर काम करता है. One is your concentration, one is your centering, that is your control, then one is your breathing, and one is your precision, and one is your flexibility. So ये जो 5 पैरामीटर्स हैं, इस these are the 5 principles जो कि आप कोई भी एक्सरसाइज करते हो पिलाटेस की, उसमें ये चीजें जो हैं वो मेंटेन रहती है. These are the 5 components जिसके बेसिस पे कोई भी पिलाटेस एक्सरसाइज फॉर्म होती है, राइट? सो इट इज बेसिकली इवॉल्व, या तो फिर हम बोलेंगे कि बहुत ज्यादा मॉडिफाइड, थोड़ा मॉडिफाइड वर्जन है योगा का, एंड जिसके अंदर एक्स्ट्रा चीजें एडेड हैं. एंड द मेन फोकस ऑफ दिस पिलाटेस इज ऑन द कोर. जो कोर मसल्स होते हैं बॉडी के, जो कि हेल्प करते हैं आपकी बॉडी को पूरा स्टेबलाइज करने में. So that is the whole concept of the Pilates that is there. Again, I would say कि what are the pros of it? Pros are, if you are doing this exercise, it majorly helps in strengthening your core and it helps in toning up your muscles. But if you want to go in for more of weight training, and if you want to go in for more of say cardiovascular part of it, then again Pilates cannot give you that good results compared to the other workouts. So depending upon the client's goal, you can definitely go in for Pilates exercise. अगर आपका major goal है body toning का and आपका major goal है body maintenance का, if you want to challenge the other parameters of it, you can try out different workouts along with Pilates.
Yeah, right. Thank you, doctor, for this. Actually, more viewers are engaging in. So, can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Yeah. So, Vishwa Kumar is asking, what is keto diet?
What is keto diet? Okay. So, keto diet is again it is a form of diet where the fat intake is more and the carb intake is less. So, जो हम normal diet लेते हैं, balanced diet लेते हैं, it is the equal proportion of say all kind of vitamins, proteins, minerals, everything that comes into the picture in the balanced diet. But when we talk about the keto diet has good amount of fat intake, the good fat, and the carbs are controlled. जो carbs ले रहे हैं वो control activity में रहता है. तो it is altogether challenging your whole body system, जिसमें आपका जो body का है ketosis जो process होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा fasten up हो जाता है through the food that you are intaking. तो initially जब आप keto diet पे switch करते हैं, तो आपका जो फूड एंड ईटिंग पैटर्न होगा वो कंसिडरेबली चेंज होगा, वेर यू कैन नॉट टेक बैलेंस डाइट. सम थिंग्स नीड्स टू बी कंट्रोल्ड, जिसमें कि आपके शुगर लेवल्स जो हैं, आपके कार्ब्स लेवल्स जो हैं, एंड आपके फैट लेवल्स जो हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोपोर्शनेट लेवल में रहेंगे, राइट? सो कीटो में आपको इनिशियली जो है फैट लॉस का और वेट लॉस का रिजल्ट I'm sorry I use the word fat loss, but then जो आपका weight loss है वो 1 month 2 month में you will be able to see drastic weight loss when you are taking keto plans. But then again it is very much important कि अगर आप keto plan जो है अगर आप उसको आपकी lifestyle की तरह आप लंबे टाइम तक अगर आप चला सकते हैं, only then I would recommend कि आप keto plan पे switch करें. Because if you are leaving the ketosis in between, your body might go into very detrimental effect, and it might start putting up a lot of weight on your body. So it is highly recommend that if you are starting keto diet, तो आप कोई well trained professional के अंदर करें, and you make sure that if you are very determined that you want keto diet to be followed as your lifestyle, you can definitely look forward to it. But I would naturally recommend that you follow more of balanced diet.
Right. That was wonderful, doctor. So now I guess a lot of questions has been answered, and if any further questions are there, you can leave the comment, and then afterwards it can be answered. So just summarizing all the sessions and the wonderful talk that Dr. Aarti just said, she broke our myth about the physical fitness, which told us about various points like the requirement of equipment is not necessary, requirement of six packs is not necessary, BMI that ranges between 18.5 to 24.9 is just a myth, spot reduction is also a myth, fasting of all the types cannot be training among women cannot be taken as a bulky one with equipments and all. They cannot get bulky just because of all these trainings, and more exercise also cannot lead to weight reduction. No longer workout can lead to the same, and the most important one, when we stop gymming, that does not lead to increase in our weights suddenly. That's a pure myth with which Dr. Aarti told us. Moreover, she emphasized on points like stretching, body composition, and various other diets were discussed in the question and answer session, which were wonderful, Dr. Aarti. And your wonderful insights have given us so much knowledge. So just summarizing it again, and thanking you for giving such a time to the Medisetu out of your busy schedule. We really appreciate your efforts towards making our lives better. So for the viewers who have more questions, they can get the form pinned in the below comments, because you do something today, your future self will thank you for that. So please do connect with us on WhatsApp and FB page. Further, I would like to thank the audience for being such a wonderful and a keen viewer throughout. Your presence makes it more worth than anything else. Thank you for being present here. Thank you for your trust and assurance in us. Moreover, you can check out Dr. Aarti's Instagram page, that is Dr. Aarti Vityani. That also you can find in our comment section. Our next video will be regarding yoga, eye care, and many more such sessions will be coming. So stay connected with us through this Medisetu page. Jai Bharat, Namaskar.
Thank you so much again, Prerna and Medisetu, for having me today. And I really, really appreciate this platform for coming up with such innovative things and helping our audience get the right kind of knowledge as well. And also to the audience, I would really, really, appreciate that the questions were very apt and to the point, and very rightly put in, and very general questions. So I just hope that you got proper insights. Or इसके अलावा, if you have any other queries and if you have any other doubts, you can feel free to get in touch with me, and get in touch with me on my Instagram page, dr.aartivatani. And looking forward to associate with Medisetu for upcoming webinars also. So yeah, thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, thank you, Aarti. Bye.
Bye-bye.